Everyone's on that D4 kick these days, Unc. What do you think?
Are we gonna have a trophy room for D4 in the Discord though, Cooley? Cause I love
You can bet your Jeffrey Dahmer looking ass we are. I've been trying to post this one in there all day, but it's got some odd properties to it. Look at this thing.
That item is bind on pickup, you silly, you big dummy.
It's time to look at some trophies that you will never get your hands on. One more time for old time's sake. I hope you got your shitting pants on, because you are about to shit your pants. Have you been doing your due diligence, trying to get ahead in the D2 economy, crafting your flashy caster amulets, crafting those fancy caster boots, trying to get that faster cast on your rings? You might want to start thinking about crafting some other stuff. Competition is huge for the most commonly crafted types of items. Like, look at this. You want to compete with this in the trophy room? You think you can make something better than this? Or this? And if you don't know why this is good, just stop crafting rings. However, a lot of people are ignoring new attributes that have gained a ton of value in patch 2.6. There's a new build in town, and it's certainly had an effect on the value of items. The martial arts Mosaic Assassin is all the rage. This is a build that finally showed PvM casuals what it's like to play on a dual-claw assassin. The build responsible for not only crashing games, but crashing entire servers. A build that made us all look twice at items we would have immediately trashed last season. These crafted gloves would have been a fail in previous patches, but since the martial arts skill tree is now viable, these things fetched a total of 26 beer runes. Cheers to that. The cold resist is actually pretty important here. Many people followed the double sunder approach set forth famously by Mr. Llama SC.
For times, I was running the dual sunder. I really liked it because this was a little safety with the cold sunder. You can just freeze everything.
And when you do that, resistances are good to have, this one in particular. While these fetched 26 bear runes, these other stat-based MA gloves brought in 22. Previously, +2 to martial arts on just about any gloves was worthless, a useless stat. But now that crafters of crushing blow gloves have a whole new attribute that's desirable, things are really shaken up in the D2 economy. A race for entirely new and nasty bases for sin claws is also driving up the value of certain items. Phoenix Strike, Weapon Block, and other useful add-ons like Claws of Thunder or Blades of Ice on claws now make for a valuable trio, even if they don't quite roll perfectly. Also of note, I hope you kept these helms in the 22 Nights of Gambling event that happened in D2R recently, as these are actually one of the best in-slot items you can find for new martial arts assassins. It's good to see sin items that are new and exciting. I'm so sick of looking at the same old GGs, you know? I'm so sick of sins in general, to be honest. Like, just thinking about them has given me a complex. Fire Blast did 1,000,000 damage. Can someone explain this to me? This came as a surprise to me. 50%'d me every time it hit me. Why? What the f***? You know what? I'm done with this game. You know what I'm playing instead? I'm playing Enlisted, the sponsor of today's video. Best transitions in the game. Enlisted is a World War II multiplayer shooter. This game features hundreds of firearms and specialized weapons, from common ones seen throughout the war to various trial weapons and prototypes rarely seen in games, allowing you to storm the beaches of Normandy or gun the Axis powers out of the sky. Or the Allies, you know. Wherever you fall on the spectrum. Enlisted is available for free on PC, Xbox, and PlayStation with cross-platform support. So if you want to support the channel, download it today with my link in the description. When you do, you'll get a bonus pack chock full of troop orders and weapons, along with 3 days of premium time. Check it out today, and while you do that, let's get back to business. Another build responsible for the rising prices of previously useless items is the Shaman, or Fire Druid. The rise of this new PvP and PvM pet character is increasing the value of some magic and base items, an anomaly rarely seen in other games, certainly unlikely in D4. But you know what I'm not gonna miss in a D4 trophy room? Price checks. Everybody and their mother asks me about item values like I'm the wolf of the D2 Wall Street. Regular Schmuck even reached out and asked what the value was on a low-level dueling amulet that he found. I told him 3 bear runes, and he ended up quickly selling it for that price to an unknown buyer. Good sale on that one, Schmuck. In other news, I have a new LLD item for this trophy room video, boys. Let's start the bidding at this one at a low price of 50 beer runes. Look at this thing. PLR, highly sought after in level 30 duels, near perfect roll on all of these resistances, 8 strength, 10 cast. Woo! This thing's a beauty. Wolf of the D2 Wall Street, baby. Arrgh! Price checks are the bane of existence, especially on rings. Not everybody finds insane rings like these, and even if they do, some people just don't know what they're worth. But luckily, Bowie put together a useful chart for all of us to reference. Look at how easy this thing is to understand. 10 FCR is trophy, strength is top, dexterity looks like that's good in World of Warcraft. You know what? Forget like half of this chart. Maybe even like all this. Just aim for these things right here. 6 of them on rares, 4 of them on crafts. Thank you, Bowie. Good chart. While D4 might have some cool trophy items, as we'll see, nothing can hold a candle to the feeling a player gets when they collect the top-end items they've been looking for by any means necessary. Magic items, perfect unique items, rares, and even bases can be extremely valuable in this game, and that will never get old. It's increasingly difficult to find treasures among the trash in the trophy room, but damn, some of you do not disappoint. We could have done a whole video on magic sticks worth that ass in gold. You think D4's gonna have magic sticks as provocatively satisfying as these? I ain't holding my breath. But regardless, we've got the trophy room ready to go for D4. So make sure to join the Discord and don't fucking disappoint me. What are you looking forward to in D4? Let me know down in the comments. Thanks again to Enlisted for sponsoring this video. Don't forget to try it with my link down in the description and help support the channel. The smooth transition in between air combat and ground-based PvP was a personal highlight for me. Try it today and let me know what you think.